Guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last video we studied about the components of earth, components of environment. So that was like lithosphere, atmosphere. I hope you remember lithosphere. It has the three components, that is crust, mantle, core. Okay, and in the atmosphere we do have exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere, and troposphere. Okay, next semester as we learned. Okay, so in the next, we are gonna go out for hydrosphere. Okay, as we learned about the land, we learned about the air. Okay, so now we are going to learn about the water. So what is the water? Hydro in the sense that is water. H2O basically it's a scientific name of water. Okay, and our earth consists of 71% of water, of which 97 of water are sea salt and water reservoir. The remaining 3% of water is fresh water. Okay, the meaning is then the total earth, okay, like as we can see that, okay, 71% is water. Okay, 71% is water and rest 29% is land. So, in this 71%, there's only, okay, there's only 3% of fresh water. Okay, fresh water from which we are using day to day things like all life depends upon fresh water sources like rivers, streams, lakes, wells, ponds, where we can find the fresh water which you are using in our day-to-day life. Okay. So next, biosphere. So I'll just say you, bio in the sense life. Bio means life. It includes all kinds of life. The term biosphere was named by the geologist Sir Edward. Okay, you have to remember this name, it's important, Sir Edward. Okay, there are 35,000 varieties of plants and almost, okay, as you can see 11 crore, more than, okay, more than 1 crore and 100 lakhs varieties of animals are present on the earth. These are just scientific data, but we do have more varieties of animals and plants still undiscovered. Okay, so still scientists are discovering. Okay, so as so these are the components of environment. What are the components of environment? Okay, as we can say, lithosphere, okay, biosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, okay, land, life, air, and water. Okay, these are the components of environment. This is the 2 marks question which you need to remember. And inside the lithosphere, it's crust, mantle, core, and inside the atmosphere, it's exosphere, thermosphere, stratosphere, sorry, mesosphere, stratosphere, and troposphere. Exo, thermo, meso, strato, tropo. Okay, and we don't have layers of hydrosphere and biosphere. Okay, these are the components. These are the components of atmosphere. You may ask, they may ask the layers of atmosphere or layers of environment. Okay, so as you can see on the water, so water, only 3% of the water is being used for the things. Okay, so 71%, in 71% of water, only 3% of water is used. Okay, for as a fresh water. So if we present generation, if we use all this water, so what about the future generation? Okay, so for future generation we need to, okay, we need to save the water, which is called sustainability. Okay, sustainability. We'll know what is sustainability. It is a very important question. It may be asked for 5 marks or 2 marks. Okay, so what is a sustainable development? Sustain development of resource, properties, things, monument, etc. to our next or future generation without damage or destruction are known as sustainable development. In the simple thing, you can write this. Okay. In the simple way, you can write this. If you need, you can take a screenshot. Sorry for the handwriting, guys. Sustainable development is the process of protecting or developing resources, land, water. You can write anything. Okay, resources, things, monuments, without destructing or damaging it for future and upcoming. Or else you can write sustainable development is the process of protecting the resources or developing the resources without any damage for our upcoming or future generation. Okay, if you write this, this will be 2 marks. Okay, so now let us know what are the concepts of sustainable development. To make afforestation, as you know, what is afforestation? Okay, planting trees. Okay, planting trees to control plastic and other hard substances. To control plastic, to stop using of plastic, you can write here. To avoid all kinds of pollution like air, water, land, soil pollution, etc. Okay, to implement eco-friendly vehicles like EV bicycles. These are the very basic thing, guys. Like you can write, like to make afforestation, to plant trees, to control plastic, to control pollution, to avoid all kinds of pollution, to implement eco-friendly vehicles, or else you can to implement EV vehicle cycles, or to grow more medicinal plants like hibiscus and all other things. Okay, as I hope you will be aware of medicinal plants, to control garbage and debris in water resources, again to control pollution. Okay, reduce the use of vehicles, again like reduce the use of vehicles. These are the same points repeating in the different sentence. Okay, to control modern urbanization, stop building more resources, stop building more monuments and all. Okay, so this is a thing of sustainable development. It can be asked for 5 or 2 marks, which you can write it very easily. Okay, so in the next video we gonna learn about ecosystem, which is very much important. It can be for 5 or 10 marks. So kindly wait and thank you. Bye bye.